Hello friends, I'm really glad you're here with me today, and this is video 3, I guess week 3, of kind of this series around telling a deeper story. And so week 1, we talked about basically your food and body history and seeing the value in really getting clear about that story. Last week was about not being afraid to actually put your food down on paper so that you can see where your interoceptive awareness is good, where your motives for eating or not eating are in alignment with your values, and some of the blind spots you might have, and not seeing that as a criticism or a judgment, more of a tool to help you just being more in the truth. And so that's what we're going to do today with body image. Now, a lot of people think that our body image is, once I learn to like the body, then I'll be okay. But it's a much deeper issue. And it's really about the idea that at one point you had this innocence and you just had a body and you moved or you didn't move based on the activities you like doing, those kind of things. And then one day it's almost like kind of innocence lost or shattered when, whether it was from your immediate environment, basically the people who kept you alive, or it was more of your peer environment going into like probably, especially the middle and upper levels of school. It could have been even later in your life, could have been even a transition, whether it's more of your adult body, pregnancy, middle-aged body changes, whatever. And there's these standards by which you're going along in your life, and for some reason or in some moment we kind of took the bait or internalized the belief that something was wrong with the bodies we have. Now, this isn't a conversation course about wanting to feel alive and vital, as mobile or as strong as you'd like to be with the bodies you have. This is not about that. And it's not about physical body comfort. We're talking literally about what you look like and the stories that we tell around, if I just had a different body, they wouldn't have said that about me, or which maybe technically is true, but it's not really the body's problem. Is that this person who made any either direct or insinuating comments around you that something was wrong with the externals of what you look like is a problem. Essentially, that's a story not based in any kind of fact on that other person's part whatsoever. All right. So I think it's really important to recognize that in order to reclaim some autonomy and agency with how you see your body, you have to go back in time to when was the first time that I thought my body was a problem? Or maybe it wasn't a problem, but I saw other people I saw it feeling like they were attacked. And so I didn't want that to happen to me. So I did a lot of just in case kind of thinking and finagling with my body, which ended up impacting the food. And so I think it's just really important to recognize that this reclamation process, this coming home process, isn't about necessarily loving or liking your body. Externals, the deeper issue here is recognizing that you never really had a body problem in the first place. And that clearly, if we just take one simple second to look out the window and you go to, let's say you go to a botanical garden and you see all kinds of trees and plants, and it's very obvious that they all drink and eat, take in their nutrients from the same soil for the most part. And they all look different, regardless of anybody's opinions about that. So, which means that opinions actually just don't matter, and they're pretty irrelevant to this tree's or this flower's blueprint to grow into what it was made to be. And the same thing could be said for human bodies. Now, this isn't, again, I do take into account that sometimes our bodies change and grow in ways that if we were to look back, we can see wow, my body probably wouldn't have changed in this kind of way. if maybe XYZ hadn't happened, mean we hadn't restricted or we hadn't binged or whatever, and our body's adapted to the environment. That's totally true. But again, it's still not the body inherently doing or looking a wrong kind of way. So we have to grieve the changes that sometimes happen based on circumstances and just trying to survive. And that's reality too, and deserves to be spoken. So from a body image perspective, I mean, again, it is wonderful that we get to a place of obviously body respect and appreciation and kindness and even awe. Now, I don't revere my body. I'm in awe of what my body can do, whether I'm having a high energy day or a low energy day. You know, and this body that is aged certainly isn't the same as the body I had when I was 20. And that's okay. It's not I don't think it's supposed to be. So I just think it's really important that it's not about always liking all of our circumstances per se, but it is certainly about not blaming the body for doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is be what it's supposed to be and adapt to circumstances that maybe aren't ideal to keep us alive. And people's opinions about that, again, can be hurtful, but they're not really that relevant as to what you need to do to be free. So I hope this video helps you. It's not always the easiest topic because it's mostly about us being willing to grow into a mindset of we got bigger fish to fry in this life than everybody's opinions about what we look like. And there's a lot of grieving that our younger selves have to do about having that that like, I got a body, it does me just fine kind of mentality that we all started out with, that they get taken. It's just true. And but we can get back as much innocence as we can by just seeing it as for what our bodies are as adults, that they house not only our organs and our physiology and all that, they help us do stuff, but they also house these other really integral parts of us. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's mostly what other people are attracted to anyway, is our soul, our character, and how we treat each other. So I hope this video helps you have perspective, how it helps you have compassion, helps you be more in truth seeking and telling mode. And hope I see you in the next video. If you have need any support with your body image, I guess, restoration process, please reach out to us. We can help you one-on-one. We can help you in day-to-day messaging support, to help you with those, like, you rewire those neural pathways, not to be body checking all the time, and just helping you to build these new neural pathways. So if you need help, please reach out below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks so much. Bye for now.